Doing a complex project like an exhibition involves a lot of people. The curator begins the process and in some way drives the process, but increasingly as the project develops, you need more and more assistance and advice and support. So we're talking about design and publication, press, fundraising, exhibition managers, people who do all the paperwork and do all the administration and the transport, bringing pictures from Japan and America and from all over the world. This is all extremely labour intensive.
Well, the art handlers get involved at an early stage when we might be discussing a particular work. Are there any issues in relation to handling, movement, installation? But their real work comes when loans start arriving at the gallery.
The art handlers get their sort of direction from the curators or the exhibition organisers, and that's who we work with, who we take our lead from.
They're going to unpack each work. They then get condition checked, not by the art handlers, that's the conservator or the exhibition manager. And then they will lay them out in the gallery according to a plan that we've made. They will put fittings onto the work, and then when we come to the actual installation, they will work with the curator and the exhibition manager, and at times myself and the director, on deciding what is going where. So they're moving things around, they're getting them into place, and once we've agreed that is the place, we discuss the height and kind of any particular requirements involved with that work, and then they'll hang the work.
For the actual sort of hanging height of the works, we're very much aware of the fact that we want to make sure that everything is as easy to see as possible by people of all heights, and including visitors who may be using wheelchairs. So we try not to have any works too high from that point of view, and also children or smaller people. We don't want them to be having to peer up or find it difficult to read the labels or see the works.
Once we've shaped the exhibition, then we write text and work really closely with our learning team. So they'll put input into the text that goes into the gallery.
One of the real challenges is writing captions, because sometimes you've got a person that you're trying to explain in a portrait of him with a really amazing life, a man or a woman who's done all sorts of incredible things, and you've got 70 words to say why this person's important. And of course you can probably think of loads of reasons why he's important, but what's the headline story about him is more difficult.
So we try to keep the language in the text sort of simple and straightforward, so it's sort of easily understandable. But we also want to make sure that the size of the font size is such that people can read it easily.
Working with the pictures can be a little nerve-wracking because some of the frames are very, very old, as are the paintings. Things are fragile and valuable. So luckily we've never had any sort of really scary moments.
We check the condition of other people's paintings as they arrive, and again the reason for that is that if there's any damage somewhere, there can be quarrels, so it's a bit forensic really. We have to make sure that everything that we've received is, when it leaves, it's in the same condition.
A good day is when it all goes to plan. It all happens, the stuff goes onto the back of the lorry in the right crate, it goes out. It's nice to come and see, it's nice to walk through the gallery and see people looking at stuff with that kind of faint smile on their face of recognition. And you kind of think, yeah, I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but you just think, oh yeah, it's a job well done, we've done it. That's what we're here to do, and we've done it properly.
You've done your bit, the public can now enjoy the thing as it should be, and the job's over.
There's one thing that I never ever get fed up with, I never get bored with. It's when I'm hanging a display or hanging an exhibition and all the pictures are on the floor and you're thinking, how are these all going to fit together? And sometimes it can be like a terribly complex puzzle and you think it's never going to work out. But I always forget, and then I always remember, that when the pictures are taken up and they put on the wall, there's this magic happens and they spring to life. They look absolutely wonderful, and that's the great bit. That's when you know that art really counts.